These days, in the West, the word karma has become quite common. More and more people are using it. But some people, I can see they use it in what I feel it's a very, very wrong understanding. So what I hear very often is people saying, oh, I believe in karma, see what that person has done. He has upset me very badly, so now, look, it has come back on him, the karma, and he is very ill, or he has lost his money, his family, whatever. So karma is there to punish anyone that upsets me. And the concept of Sanskara Karma, which is very much in Buddhism, but as well in India, and was in many Christian groups like the Gnostics in the early days, before the church erased them all. So this concept very much is born from the vision that we all are sparks that came from the light, from an heavenly essence. And somehow we have come down from there because we have denied our divine nature by hurting people, by thinking that our happiness is not just to rejoice this pure state of being, but it is in stealing from others, from lying, from coercing others, by cultivating hatred, rivalry, all these negative things that create unhappiness and pain around us. So this force that we create remains in us. And it then is not a God that judges what will happen after our death, but it is our actions that do. It's just a pure action and reaction. Every action has a reaction which is equal and opposite. So the essence of karma is that we realize what we are creating and then we start changing it. And we become then lighter and lighter, and then from birth to birth we go into higher dimensions till we reach the state of pure being and pure energy. And now, if you are not very keen on the concept of rebirth, the concept, that we came from the divine and we go back to the divine through various rebirths, you can still see this concept in operation in a very beautiful way, just in the context of a single birth. And let me give you this example to understand karma. Let's say I am a very, very angry person because maybe I was abused as a child, whatever, or just because I'm an angry person. And I ill-treat people, even at work, my family. I am quite insulting, I react very badly, I humiliate them, and I build that on and on. But inside me, I'm totally unaware. I think that I'm doing something very good. Because they think disciplining, they need to be disciplined, because if they didn't do that, they would do something wrong. But the fact is that this hurt I'm giving, this state of abuse and being put down in which they live, sooner or later it will start reflecting on us. So, for example, they will become quite sometimes rude to us, unhelpful, unkind. They will not collaborate as we would want to, and our life starts becoming quite miserable at work, at home, with friends, whatever we do. So we become deeply unhappy, but we think it is their fault. It is everybody's fault. Now the person that really wants to understand karma and liberate oneself from it, begins to become mindful. And by becoming mindful, I also means with the help of the mindful meditation, or there could be other ways, but suddenly becomes mindful, owns the responsibility how he is treating others. And then he goes, wait a minute, this what is happening to me is a consequence of what I'm doing to others, is what I'm putting out comes back to me. And I don't want to give you a bad, kind of feeling in the sense, oh, everything that comes to me is because I've been a bad person. Let's not go there. Let's not discuss this at the moment because it's a bit more complex. But let us say that partly some of the things that happen to us do have an action and reaction consequence. Now, some people again misunderstand karma, saying whatever bad happens to you, you have to accept it because it's your karma. So if you get kicked out of your job, if you lose your family, they leave you, all these bad things, you become ill, you just have to accept it. No, that's not the concept of karma. The karma is, see if in some cases this is happening because your actions and attitude change it. Karma is there to be changed, to improve oneself. So when you see what the consequences are of your actions, you then begin to change them. And you start seeing that it's much more fruitful in every way for you and for others if you learn how to explain things, how it would be better to do them rather than in that other way, for example, to your employees and so forth. So you begin to create some change in others and in yourself by having a more tolerant and open and helpful attitude. That is the change. So it's not about the spiritual path, it's not about a belief in something supernatural, is not so much in having a Kundalini experience or seeing a light or hearing a voice. Those are psychic phenomena. They are okay, they are fun, they don't liberate you. But mindfulness and a deep change of action and reaction cleanses us, and we are in a position again to improve our lives. So now if you talk about rebirth and you believe that there is a transition from different dimensions till you arrive back home, this concept is also very, very useful, because you realize that it's not by a belief in something, because it's not about a belief, it's not about Kundalini arousals, it's not about psychic experiences, as I said a moment ago, but it is about transforming yourself. So if you believe in that, rather than, let's say, believe in one separate God that gives you one chance, just one chance, maybe 20 years, maybe 70 years, but you get it wrong, you don't perform certain rituals, and you go to hell forever. So if that concept of this very punishing, almost malefic God is of no attraction to you, then you have this feeling that the absolute, the final, does not condemn you. It is simply you that is falling into darkness and then coming out of it. And so it can have quite a positive reaction, because you realize that you're giving love to yourself and you're giving love to others at the same time. That is how you react, how you behave, about what you carry in your heart that matters, not a particular book that tells you if you don't believe in this, I'll burn you for hell, forever in hell. So I hope that I've managed to help you to understand a little bit about this concept. I could go for much longer, for hours, all the type of karmas, blah, 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 But I just wanted to give you an idea, and maybe I would love to be helpful to dissuade some people to have these kind of concepts that are so erroneous, that karma is there to destroy and hurt people that are upsetting me, or that karma is something that you cannot come out of, and in this birth you have to suffer all the time with it. Thank you for the patience to have heard me for this time, and I hope to see you again. Take good care.